Hi everyone. I wanted to share a tip on how to stay productive and focused and how to make sure you keep getting things done even when you're going through a crisis. Last week was a very challenging week for me. I had suffered from a strained back, and as a matter of fact, I'm still suffering from it. It's been a very challenging week because I haven't had to deal with an injury for a long time. And in the same week, I had a lot of commitments on the work front and a pretty big challenge, fitness challenge that I was training for. And I had to really stay focused and productive while self-caring for myself and my injury. At the same time, I still needed to be very active as a father and as a husband. So some of the time I would feel the weight on my shoulders, and I found that there was this voice in my head that would ask myself, why now? Like, why is this happening? The timing couldn't have been worse. But then there was this other voice that was glad that it's happening now. Because if I can overcome this health setback while still being productive and focused and present, I would have developed some new muscles and skills. So I'm glad it's happening now, and I want to share this with you because it's something that really helped me to manage through this hard time. So it's one of those things that is not very intuitive. As a matter of fact, it's counterintuitive, which is why it may not resonate for you out of the gate, but hear me out. It's the habit of standing. So there's a lot of research that shows that there's a lot of risk from excessive sitting. It raises your risk for heart disease, diabetes, stroke, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol, which all play a role in the condition. So moving throughout the day can help even more than exercise to lower your risk of all these health issues. So I've been spending most of my working time standing as I am now. I've been doing this for over 6 months, and I'm convinced that this has made all the difference in not just accelerating my recovery from my strained back, but also from preventing injuries. Think about it. When you're standing, you're developing your core and all the other muscles below your waist. In addition to that, it's also helped me stay a lot more focused and present, regardless of whether I'm writing an email or if I'm coaching, whatever it is that I'm doing, just the act of standing helps me stay a lot more focused and present. Another benefit I've noticed is that when I compare sitting with standing, I feel that sitting just drains my energy a lot quicker. Maybe it's the second order effects of sitting, which is tightness and feeling lethargic, but there's something about sitting down that drains me. They say your physiology affects your state, and when you're standing, it's easier to be more aware of your posture than you are when you're sitting. So the last benefit I've noticed from standing is that it's given me a lot more energy, and that energy has also fueled my creativity. So if you go back to our ancestors, they had to survive in harsh environments. And to survive meant, they had to be on their feet. And a few generations after that, we spent a lot of time on our feet harvesting the land, right? So my point is that our body is meant to be active, to be on the move. We're meant to be using our legs and our feet. And in a strange way, it makes me also feel a lot more grateful when I'm standing. And that gratitude is a powerful emotion that has this multiplier effect. So when things are going down and things are chaotic, self-care is not very intuitive because at that moment, we're so dialed into the craziness that we're consumed by it. So last week, I had every reason to cancel my meetings, my calls, but I believe that all the time I spent on my feet developed the resilience in terms of the pain and overall inconvenience that came with the crisis, and I was able to deal with it, with a lot more resilience, and it helped me accelerate my recovery. So here are the steps to get this implemented into your life. Step 1, buy a standing desk. They're available everywhere. Step 2 is to be conscious of how much time you're spending sitting down. Step 3 is slowly spend more time on your feet. So before you get the table or the desk, you can get started by stacking boxes on top of each other and put your laptop on top of it, and make sure it's at eye level, so not to add strain to your neck. Now that's my tip for you today. If you're going through a crisis, try spending some time on your feet, standing up, and this makes all the difference. I'll see you soon.